You might be able to see a little glimpse of that shining, level, gravelly floor behind me, but I don't want you to see too much of that just yet, because this video is going to be all about how we've been putting the garden back together over the past few weeks. Myself and my dad have been working on this garden for the past 3 months. It's been pretty grueling work out in the horrible weather that we've been having. We've been sledgehammering, pickaxing, removing a lot of the concrete and the stuff that we didn't want in this garden. And it's only really been the past few weeks where we've been putting it back together. Getting the patio laid in the last episode was a real nice checkpoint feeling where it felt like we'd actually achieved something. And what I'm going to share with you in this video is how we have flattened out the whole space and tied it all together really nicely with a decorative gravel surface, which is a joy to walk on, because having a hard, firm surface to walk on and a nice, warm feeling gravel has just absolutely changed the feel of this garden. So stay tuned and I'll show you the work that we've been doing in the garden over the past couple of weeks.
The hard landscaping is a necessary evil. You have to do it in order to provide the framework for the plants. It's fun thinking about the hard landscaping and planning it, but it's not fun actually doing it. It's satisfying doing it, because you can sit back at the end of the day and say that paving, that was a mess before, and now it's all flat and smooth and smart, and the plants that grow around it are going to look really good. But it's not fun, you know. It's hard, it's really hard work. Today we've got to finish bashing the concrete out and digging out your tiered rock bed, loading the skip with that, and then we can start looking at how we put it back together again. More digging out, more skip loading, and then setting levels and moving type 1 around. Then we can calculate how much type 1 we have to buy for the next stage.
We've raised all of the wooden sleeper raised beds up a little to make them all level.
You use your eyes for the level, because my eyes aren't very good.
Because as you will know from what my dad said before, that levels are very important in a landscape. So now the job is to barrow all the type 1 that we've dug up from at the bottom of the garden and bring it up and level off and create a compact layer of type 1 that the gravel will go on top of. That's today's job. So this here is the flower bed, that's all going to be topsoil, and then all around will be type 1 all the way down there, and then gravel on top. Now over the next few days we've got to transport it from there all the way into the back garden, so that the whole of this area is all flat. I've been instructing my dad to buy plants whilst he's at the nursery down there where he lives. We've got an exciting delivery. Oh wow, that is impressive. Oh you.
No, you.
You.
No, you!
Oh gosh, it is heavy. Well, that's actually, you can call that a tree.
That's a tree, isn't it?
That's a tree at that stage. That is
sapling.
Beautiful.
Well, these pea shields are really long.
They're really long.
Been grown in the shade,
I
probably
see.
in a tunnel. So the
might
new
be
ones
more
that
like
come
that.
out will be half that length. So there'll be an adjustment phase where it might look a bit funny.
Yeah.
Also the trunk is quite narrow because it's been grown in a small plot. Plenty of water but not too much food.
We seem to be getting ahead of ourselves. We haven't even finished the hard landscaping, and we're already buying plants and getting excited about that. Yeah, we'll go through the plants a bit later. For now, today's job is to whack some type 1. I got a delivery of type 1 yesterday, 6 big bags, and we're going to spread that out and whack it. Wet weather isn't too bad for this because you want the type 1 to be wet so that it compacts nicely. So we've hired a whacker, about £35 a day for the whacker. So one of the other jobs we have to do, and what I'll probably do first because it's the most horrible job, is emptying the skip. Not completely, and it sounds crazy, but we filled the skip up. The skip came to be collected, and they weighed it, and they put it on the back of their truck, and they're like, it's 500 kilograms too heavy. I was meant to be told not to fill it like level because it was an 8-yard skip, not a 6-yard. I didn't know that. So I've got to remove 500 kilograms of concrete and stone.
Some things don't go according to plan.
When the skip came to be collected again, it was still overweight, so a load more was tipped out onto the driveway, meaning I had to then hire another skip to get rid of the last bits of rubbish. This would now hopefully, fingers crossed, be the last final skip.
Look at all that. That is type 1.
You might be wondering what type 1 is. Now, MOT type 1 is the proper name, and it's a subbase material made up of recycled concrete, rubble and stone, and because of the mixed particle sizes, it's possible to compact it into a really hard surface, and it's ideal as a base below roads, pavements, patios, and in our case, under the decorative gravel topping. I got hold of this MOT Type 1 from the local builders merchants for about £55 per bulk bag. Each one weighs about 825 kilograms. The first order consisted of 6 bags, but we ended up actually using about 12 bags in total. Whilst I shoveled and moved the material into the back garden, my dad was using a whacker plate to compress the Type 1 into a firm surface. This is really important. The firmer the surface, the more stable it's going to be, the nicer it'll be to walk on. Weather today has been absolutely horrible. 40, 50 mile an hour winds, rain coming in sideways, and it's just not very nice weather to work in. Not nice weather to be outside. Just had a little lunch break. We're going to head back out into the garden shortly. Out into the wild, wet garden. There we can see the new plants in their places. Very excited about them. But yeah, just going to spend the next 3 or 4 hours until it gets dark, moving that Type 1 and leveling it out. And that's basically the plan. Oh, everything is so wet.
shape is there, isn't it?
Yeah. 3 apple trees. I don't even know what I'm doing yet, but I think 3 apple trees.
Today we are attempting to lay the second lot of paving, which is as you come out of the back door, out the centre of the barn. You've got the wisteria overhead, the wooden pergola, and underneath it we're going to lay some paving that goes through. I still am yet to decide what goes at the end of the paving. It needs to be some kind of feature because the paving leads you there, and I was planning on having a duck house there. However, my duck plans may have changed after receiving a lot of advice and comments from the people watching these videos telling me that I should reconsider getting ducks because they cause a mess. But I'm now possibly thinking about building a pizza oven. I think, imagine that, you come out the back door and you've got a pizza oven, an outdoor kitchen where you can cook pizzas in the summer. And I've got a load of stone, which is like that we've dug up whilst digging up all the concrete and everything, like the old barnyard floor. Similar sort of stone to what they built the house with, I guess. And I can use those stones to build a base that the pizza oven can sit on. And then I'm imagining some sort of clay pizza oven. So that's the rough plan. But the first step is to bash down this type 1 and lay the paving on top. I imagine it being the ideal Mediterranean garden with palms and pizza oven at the end there.
Yeah. So we need to get as close as we can to having it ready for gravel.
We've got a string line going down the middle, and then we're placing the steps, the paving slabs, one to the left, one to the right, one to the left, one to the right.
Okay. Oh, my least favourite part of this whole thing is mixing up cement. I'm cement mixer, Dad is paving layer and project manager.
Yeah, if anything, the last one was a little bit on the drier side.
Was it? Okay.
It's very, very marginal, you know. A bit too wet and it goes everywhere, and a bit too sticky and it doesn't stick. Rather than the protein bit,
Yeah.
you know. But remember, I'm 100% amateur landscaper. I will take no disrespect from anyone for my crap landscaping.
We've got 4 paving slabs laid down. Oh no, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they all look very high at the moment, and that's because we've got to put a lot more type 1 material down to bring the level up. But you can sort of see the halfway effect we're going for, one to the left, one to the right. Now that we've got the camera ops palm, we are committing to the Mediterranean effect.
It has to be, doesn't it?
So with the whacker machine broken, we had to call it a day, hire a new one and resume the following week. It's really annoying when things like this happen. it puts a pause on the project. But I think it's important to remember that whenever you take on a largish project, things are bound to go wrong. Things aren't always going to go perfectly smoothly, and it's good to stay flexible, to adapt when these things happen. So in the meantime, I got on with some other work. It's another very wet day, and we have tackled the hedge. Some professional hedge cutters came and chopped it mostly down because it was very big, overgrown, not much light was getting to the middle of it. But we have just cut down more of this side, so it's currently looking very see-through, not very good. My dad promises me that if I am patient and wait, it will do the hedge wonders, and it will grow back much stronger and healthier and better. So, not very much privacy now, but hopefully there will be come summer. We're opening up the space a lot. Like, we've got another extra few meters of garden space because we've cut that hedge back. Bye. But with the weather being so grim and constantly raining and windy, it has been hard to stay motivated. And it's hard to believe that in only a few weeks, maybe a month's time, the garden is going to look completely different. I'm going to start sowing seeds soon, all the spring bulbs will be flowering, and everything will be starting to look quite a bit better. I absolutely love being surrounded by plants, growth, greenery, and of course all the animals that these things attract. There's something so satisfying about seeing a space slowly come to life. But as much as I enjoy working on my own little projects in my garden, nature also needs support on a much larger scale, which is why I became a member of Planet Wild, and I'm proud to be partnering with them for this video. Planet Wild is a nature protection organisation. It's funded by its members, and every month the community of over 20,000 members funds a mission to bring back endangered species, protect the oceans, and restore forests. Think of it like crowdfunding for nature. I find the best part for me is seeing exactly how the money is being spent, because each month Planet Wild create videos documenting the projects that they are working on, the problems that are being faced, and how they're being solved. For example, in this one, they helped build highways for wildlife to connect fragmented habitats. As a Planet Wild member, you will be funding a new nature protection project every single month. You'll be able to engage and chat with the community, and you'll get monthly videos and text reports to show you the impact that you're having. You can contribute whatever amount you like, big or small, every bit counts. And I, as a outdoor enthusiast and someone who loves spending time outdoors and within nature, I really believe in what Planet Wild are doing. And that's why I'm giving away a little gift to the people watching this video. The first 100 people to sign up to Planet Wild using my code justalex3 will get the first month of Planet Wild membership paid for by me. Just scan this QR code or click the link in the video's description. There is no catch, you can cancel at any time. And I hope you find the work that Planet Wild are doing just as interesting as I do. And if you want to learn a little bit more about Planet Wild and see them in action, then check out their mission, Building Wildlife Crossings, with the link in the video's description. Right, let's resume to the garden project. My dad managed to pick up a new whacker machine, and it's going to be a very exciting day finishing off, or getting closer to finishing off, the hard landscaping in the garden. That's heavy one. Another day of moving type 1 into the back garden. We've got a new whacker plate because the other one broke, and we're going to flatten it out today and get it ready to put the gravel on.
little bit nearer to that one.
It's another miserable grey day here in Somerset, and we are going to be doing some very satisfying work today. We're going to be finalising the level of the ground and then laying down the gravel on top. So in the next few hours we should see quite a lot of progress. We've just got to fill in a few of the low points, which are quite easily seen at the moment because filled up with water. They've made little puddles. And then we can get the gravel laid, which will be probably the most satisfying bit. So that bit there is a little bit low, as you can see by the little puddle of water. So we're putting in some more type 1. Are we going to bash this down again?
Yes, we will find all the lowest points and then we'll bash it.
It's finally time to lay the gravel. This is the moment I've been waiting for the last 2 months or 3 months. This whole project started because I wanted to change the gravel. That was the initial idea that I had, and we're finally doing it. Gosh, it's a waterfall. A gravel fall.
Flows.
It's got a really nice mix of colour. It's not all really bright. There's quite a few dark brown and black bits in there.
You've got lots of little areas in the garden. You could argue that it's quite busy, a little bit sort of bitty. If you have one thing, like the 6mm gravel going through the whole thing, it makes it one garden rather than lots of small bits all added together. Ties it together. So hopefully we'll make a really nice place to be.
And then how's today going to end?
At the pub with another pint of Wadworth 6X and some really crunchy chips.
I'm a little bit shocked. I did not expect it to look quite this different. Before we had individual pebbles that you could sort of see, and now it's just a texture, a carpet of small gravel, and it's made the whole space look so different.
I think it's really encouraging because we've got something that looks better than when we started.
I got a bit of a shock when we first laid the gravel. I don't know why, but I just didn't quite expect it to look so different from how it did before. It makes the space look way bigger, much warmer as well.
It's warmer. It's quite sympathetic colours. Because it's got lots of different colours in it, it ties in with whatever it's next to. But this just lifts it. It is quite amazing. I was a little bit surprised as well. Getting soil in the flower bed here and the flower bed there is going to make a big difference.
Yeah.
Plants, obviously, as soon as you got soil in, you can put plants in, and then you can mulch it with the gravel and get it all tied together.
So what should we do after lunch? Should we clear this area? 3 o'clock.
3:10.
That's a late lunch.
After lunch. We either stop for lunch, but once we've gone back again, it will be nearly dark.
You were going to suggest we go straight to the pub, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. It did cross my mind, I won't lie, but what I was actually going to say is, why don't we crack on here,
Yeah.
skip lunch,
Yeah.
get this tidied up, get the gravel hosed, so this is then ready to be done. Then we need to organise a weekend when we've got a cement mixer, 2 bulk bags of sand, and we can do all of this in one weekend
Yeah.
while we've got the mixer and the sand.
I am really looking forward to the next few weeks because during the month of March, there is so much change that happens. The birds start building their nests, the daffodils are fully out, other things start coming into blossom. There's so much growth throughout the month of March, and I'm so excited to be in the countryside, experiencing it all and seeing it all happen around me. And as for the garden, we've still got a lot to do, more patio laying. We've got all the front garden, lawn and flower bed to do. So there's an awful lot to get on with still. Before I go, I just want to once again direct you over to Planet World. The first 100 people to sign up using my code justalex3 will get the first month paid for by me. Use the QR code or the link in the video's description, and I hope you find the work that they're doing super interesting. If you want a further look at some of the work that Planet World are doing, then check out their mission, building wildlife crossings. Thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you again soon.